You've been around the world to some places like Europe and stuff like that, Africa, you as well. Question: is it as real in those places as it is here in America, or is it defined differently?
It's defined different. And I mean, blackness is always going to be a thing. Like even in a
Hold
nation,
on, a thing as in like something to be against.
Yeah, even in a nation and with a group of black, where the majority of the people are black, people bleach their skin. Yeah. There's an affinity to white people.
That's because of Western influence and colonization. So it's not, and it's really sad because it's literally trying to be more Western or European. That's what it all comes from. That, and there's even, I mean, you can go to countries in Africa and they're discriminating against the native people to the land. To the black people and Africans. Yeah. I've been to some countries, one country in, I guess, the Middle East, and you talked about racism. The place that I went, I guess there were different races, and you could tell the difference between how certain places were treated versus other parts of town where other people live. But it wasn't because of race. I actually think it was because of religion. So, like, certain religions, the parts of town where those people lived were kept up well. And the infrastructure was good. You could tell that they had urban planning, city planning, like they really mapped it out. But then the parts where I guess there was another religion that was present in that country, and you could tell it was night and day. Like,
the sad part about it is this: based on what you just said and based on what you said 5 minutes ago, I consider myself I consider myself a Christian, right? But it seems like it's so hard, based on the evidence that y'all have shared with me, based on the history, that you can't separate religion and race. Somehow you can find the religion somewhere in the ingredient to cause some type of diversion or something like that. Even if it's something as simple as only letting the black people read these scriptures, not giving them the full information, the knowledge of how they use religion, some type of, I don't want to say some type of magical force, as if I don't believe in Christianity myself, but they use something that they couldn't prove or something that they couldn't see at that moment to enslave people, basically, to enslave people while at the same time making a fake construct real. Like, it's one way to fix. Well, you can't. Kind of hard to fix now because me personally, I don't believe that it's up to black people to soft racism and stuff like that. I'm like, nah, like y'all, it's as simple as you just being nice, or you just.
I wish it was.
But my whole point is, and when I say that, I said that in jest, but basically we try to prolong these things as simple as like, oh, only thing you gotta do, go out there. In order for black people to be in these companies, we gotta go out there, we gotta vote and all these things. The white guy can just hire the black guy. Like it's people in power have the power and the leverage to be open to let black people into these infrastructures. So my whole thing is, and maybe I don't have a question, but I guess my point was, based on what y'all just shared, it's very hard for me to separate religion and race based on the things that y'all just shared. Even how you just said in yourself of how people are racist or even going against people of black skin in their own native land. It's kind of strange.
I don't know if that's a religion thing. And maybe this is... Yeah, maybe this is, why Whoopi got kicked out. But she was saying, like, racism is different. But, I mean, racism is included in that. Like, people are just going to separate themselves from other people. Even iPhone people, to a lesser degree. They're all going in like, oh, you got green text? Like, what's that about? You feel happy because you got an iPhone and someone else? Like, people are always going to separate themselves into groups.
Yeah.
And people like to feel special. So they figure out, okay, the only way for you to feel special is other people are not special. And so they get these groups, they make themselves seem like they're the privileged ones while shitting on the other excuse my language. while I don't want to say people with iPhones are oppressing people with Android phones, but there's some type of level of that. And they do it with race. That's what race was created.
Yeah.
I mean, before race, it was religion. But the religion was there to enslave not just black people. It was enslaving Native Americans. It was enslaving white people. But they found out those people are not built like us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they was dying like flies. So they start getting more and more Africans, more and more black people. And then what they had to come up with is a reason. Because you can't do this to human beings where you go in there and you steal more and more people. Because there's people that were going to doing these slave trades. And they were like, this is terrible. I don't know if we could keep doing this. Oh, they're not human. They're like cattle. Now you give them a reason to continue doing it. Because if you're a Christian man and you go to church and the church say, love your neighbors, love everybody around the world, and you over here doing slavery work all day, every day, I don't know if those two coexist. So I don't know if it's a religion thing, but you know, religion does have its own, like, we're in one group and we're going to impress somebody else. Crusades is one. You know, what's happening in the Middle East is another. Y'all could figure that out.
No, like, so in closing, I guess to close this whole thing off, should we respect all definitions of what people consider to be racist? Nah,
because you got white people going wild with this. Reverse racism. So no.
Like, so, but my thing is, like, so, because I would say I was ignorant. I thought it was as simple as black and white. I didn't know.
Well, look, who gave us racism?
What do you mean?
Who made it? White people.
Okay, I was about to say, I kind of knew the answer.
My issue is, it seems that black people are the ones that are trying to keep it.
What do you mean? Like basically saying, so basically you saying that we shouldn't even say you're racist?
You can say you're racist, but it's built off of white ideas. All of this is built off of white ideas.
I don't know what you're thinking, Princess.
I don't know where I'm trying to understand. I'm very confused right now.
So let's take it back, right? What makes you black?
I checked it. I checked it off on the application.
Let's just, like, what makes you black? Like, when you see somebody, you try and figure out if he's white or black.
Phenotype, what they look like, what their skin color looks like.
Who created those criteria? Was it black people?
It wasn't black people.
It was white people.
It was white people.
White people create these criteria as to what is white and what is black. Why do we live by these rules? I understand we have to, because if you don't know
to
what's
survive,
black, yes, to survive. But there needs to be a like, why is the power on within these groups of people to define us? Maybe that's a different conversation.
I don't know what to do.
To answer your question about should we accept all definitions, I think that when we're trying to decide what definitions to accept or reject, we got to think about people's intention. Like, are you saying, did you come up with this new definition for this thing to deflect and get the tension off yourself, or to be combative, or to, you know, like, if that's your reason, then no, why would we accept that definition? But if it's actually to try to bring forth more progress, bring forth more equity, then I don't see why not. But I think it's really important to see what is it a response to something else, or is it actually trying to move things forward and, you know, be better for the world, for your people, I guess. That's what I think.
I guess, and I promise I'm gonna end it here, but I would like to get your thoughts. I like the idea. It's a nice idea. I like the logic of, why are we still holding on to the racism? Let it go. Let white people say the N-word. You know what I'm saying? No.
Why is there an N-word?
I'm just saying, like,
there should be no N-word. Why is there an N-word?
But my whole point is, if race is fake, is that N-word fake?
But it's real effects.
No.
That's a real fact. So it's like this, right? It's like me saying, you believe in a God called Wawa. Let's call this guy Wawa.
I'm about to say, please don't tell me you were trying to pronounce a real God.
No. We all believe in a God Wawa.
What's up, Wawa?
We also believe I can speak to Wawa.
I can speak to Wawa.
I say Wawa said we all got to commit suicide tonight.
I don't believe in Wawa.
Wawa is a fake God I made up. We all believe Wawa is a real God. I made him up. We believe in Wawa. We believe I speak to Wawa. We believe Wawa is a powerful God, and we have to listen to everything Wawa says. I said Wawa told us we had to commit suicide. That's a real effect based off of a fake thing. Mm-hmm. And that's the conversation that I'm trying to have.
I think it's just because something is made up doesn't mean it's fake or doesn't exist, I guess. Like, even though it was made up, it does now exist. It's infiltrated into everything. Like, we would be remiss to say it didn't exist. It exists. It's not, I don't want to say it's not fake anymore, but I guess it's not fake anymore.
Because we made it real?
Because people made it real. And they designed systems and legislation and policies and
basically
so many things.
Your everyday interaction.
Everything around it. So, I mean, is it fake?